Go back to a prehistoric time where the earliest attempts at civilization were pioneered by warring tribes. Lead your people to victory as you move across the land, gather resources, forge tools, and war with other tribes. Be the first to achieve 15 victory points and you win. Welcome to Rise of Tribes. The land for you to lead your tribe will be different each game. On your turn, you will roll 2 dice and see what the prehistoric gods have in store for you. Doubles will trigger an event and or create a new one. Then, you'll use the God's Gift to select 2 different actions. You'll slide it over from left to right and do the action you chose. Based on the dice icon shown, the intensity of each action will differ. Suns represent favorable blessings from the gods, making your action more powerful, while moons represent disfavor and makes the chosen action weaker. If neither are doubles, then the standard action applies. Grow will populate your tribe in tiles where you already have some. Move will allow you to move tribes to an adjacent tile. Gather will allow you to gather a certain amount of resources from a certain amount of tiles. Stone for mountains, wood for forest, or fish for lakes. And lead will make you draw a certain number of gold cards. Resources will be needed to not only complete these for victory points and in-game abilities, but to start building villages. These will award its owner 1 point each at the beginning of their turn. There is enough space for all the tribes in the land, but have more than 5 in one tile and you'll have to resolve a conflict. Humans haven't changed that much regardless of eras. Each player in the conflict will remove 1 tribe each until only 1 tribe remains. Should a tribe be removed on a village, that village is destroyed. Be the first player to 15 points and your tribe will prosper and win. You can also add advanced rules to the game by flipping over tribe mats and choosing one of their 2 abilities, adding and replacing special terrains, or using tribe elders, which can give a resource to any player to do the effect of a single development they own. Of course, this becomes a target, and if the elder and his village is removed by an attacking player, they'll gain 1 VP. So Rise of Tribes was a very interesting game to review in terms of what different level gamers felt and in terms of which modes were played. Beginner players liked Rise of Tribes, but more advanced players didn't find there was enough tactics or strategy, even with the more advanced modes of different tiles, chieftain ability, and tribe abilities, which were a little unbalanced one from the other. Luck will be a factor, so do be aware. You'll also be at the mercy of the dice you roll, where previous players placed their dice, and when and where events might take place, and if you're on the right spot when those events happen, type of goals you draw, etc., etc. Now, of course, you have to find ways to mitigate those things, but there's a limit to what you can do. And that doesn't even take into account what other players will do on their turn. They come in, wipe you out perhaps, and that gets exponentially chaotic at more players. So the game will pinpoint you to a more tactical way of thinking rather than a long-term plan. By the time your turn comes, dice will have changed and tribes on the map as well. Also, the game suffers a lot at 3 players, as one player might end up policing the others. The art is absolutely stunning, the components are alright. I felt the tokens were a little flimsy, and this seam on the board really bothered me, but I will say that thematically the game has succeeded very much. The whole prehistoric feel and events with the warring and resource management was spot on, but it wasn't enough for it to garner a great score. Entry-level gamers might like it more, but for us, it was just a little too chaotic. Rise of Tribes scores a 6.5 out of 10.